key to the Aries is just flash that smile. We'll probably do that like just 2 seconds before our very last breath in the most amount of pain that we've ever felt, or maybe not. I mean, like now. Take me, for example. This video was supposed to be about, let's talk about it, people in pain, people suffering over things because maybe they're ultra sensitive, like me and the asphalt spilling thing, and how I raised my voice, which to me is like, okay, so maybe you do a little protest, and I did. I put up signs, and I'm so glad I did that. I would have let myself down in history and my God and all that stuff. Because the truth is they can't unsee those things, they can't unhear those things, they can't unread it once they read it. As far as I'm concerned, I was violated a few times, and I have to keep that. See, that this is what we need to do as far as if this is really happening, which it is. It's like, to me, if we have a faction that is fully encapsulated into the mind, then they've moved away from their body enough that they don't feel. They don't feel, and also they are very apt to shy away from emotions, which brings me to sticking to my subject matter. I had an emotional upheaval, which causes me to raise my voice. And just because just because I raised my voice, I was about to do it right now, but I'm not going to do it because the neighbor's over there. See, I can do it very consciously. I'm a performing artist, but I'm still saying something. I'm still saying something. I'm still putting equations together. I'm still saying something enough that if people were receptive and could hear, they could still put something together. And I still have a right to be heard. See, as far as now, when you say you have a right to be heard, you have a right to go to court. And then, oh my God, you can say, I have a right to remain silent. But what is that? See, I say that's reality. Reality is a silent movie, and therein is the truth that rises and falls. Ma'am, what are you here for? Well, first of all, I'd like to take my right to remain silent. That I'm going to tell you the truth just to establish my presence here as the truth. That I'm being denied my voice, and also whether it's raised or not doesn't matter. I'm just being denied it. See, I take my right to have a voice, and it's being denied. So I'm coming here to be heard, and they will. They'll hear these things, and see. See, I'm just the turtle here in the hare race. Around me is the keep up with the Jones scenes where everybody is doing the money run, and it's like, get your deal. And one of the deals was to get in on the asphalt that was flinging around, and see if I get to the bottom of that. There's a lot of people that are connected to it and probably in trouble. And of course, I didn't just settle a case with just 3 phone calls. I'm being denied my voice on the level of officials who the conversation ended up like this. See, I told them, and I was kind of letting them know what I've been through. It's really hard, and it's like, I shouldn't do this to them. I need to take it to court. Just to be heard. That's all. I don't say I have a case there or anything. I need to be heard. Because I've had people call the police on me because I was raising my voice. Now, if you get a lawyer and say, now, what do you think's behind that one? Wow, you must have been saying something that they got paranoid over. Did a mob come? Yes, a mob came to my home. What was it over? What is it about? This is about order in the court, order in the court. This is about the asphalt that was being flung around. Which, see, going back to being a super sensitive person, I can barely handle that fucking shit. Now, what I'm super sensitive about, which is the argument that came up with Tom at the official here that I raised my voice, and see, this is the thing, as I told him, I said, you know what, and when I raised my voice, they all ganged up against me, and the next thing he said, ma'am, if you keep raising your voice, I'm going to end this conversation. And I stormed in on him and said, you know what, that's going to end too. I told him what's going to end. People and even sheriffs saying that they can do whatever they want on their property. That's not even real. If you have a humanitarian code that elevates just a little bit into a real intelligence that says, oh, hey, we're in the same boat together here. What I do affects you. What you do affects me. We need to actually look out for each other here. So take these people to court, be heard about that, get into the details, because these people are just seriously running a stonewall operation on you because they are from the Stonewall operations of America, of the fucking university. Which success for them means that you stamp on somebody and say, you didn't get an A, I got an A, and I have more money than you, and just keep doing that. And it's like, you lose, you lose, you lose, I win, I win, I win. It's so childish. That's basically it. But getting back to this conversation with yesterday, it's like, oh God, I have to be really slow and say, oh no, look at these people. They're stonewalling me there because, in fact, it's the biggest fucking case that you could ever look at. It's like 12 truckloads. See, I have to go back and find out, what do you need a permit for? Did they need a permit for that? How much is required in order for there now to be a permit? And somebody was trying to tell me it's like 50 some odd square yards or feet or something. I don't know. I have to re-clarify and then get the people that know this fact to go talk to it over here to fuckface and say, in fact, this is the amount. Now go inspect it and see how much has been dumped over there that this woman is talking about. See, me raising my voice like this and doing this, they're going to tell me that, no, man, I have to hang up on you because why? I have a little bit of a sensitivity and I have an emotion. Now that's going to end too. You cannot, if you had a baby, you cannot have babies. By the way, if you're going to be somebody who shuts out emotions, because that's the first thing we use to get things into us, is our most intelligent system that we have to listen to. Just because I say it like this doesn't mean that you don't listen to me and can't hear my voice. That I'm not making perfect sense to everybody in the fucking, and you go home and dare turn on the fucking Netflix and everybody's screaming at the top of their lungs and they're not saying a goddamn thing. But I go to court and I start doing this. You better record it for better quality service, babes, for me. Slow your ass down as much as you can. Act like you've had a kid before. Act like you know how to be there for people. Act like you know how to override your own senses of fear and listen to somebody. And let's move on with the case. Thank you.